Release 60 ms, 60B. Okay, 60B. Oh. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Sorry, I'm just doing my start of stream stuff. Okay, I posted there. I did this. I was about to go to sleep. Sorry to hear that. I was told you sent me a message. Is that true? Yeah, obviously. The message is for you to come here. Hello? Now don't go anywhere. Hello, Ryler. Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Hello, Rage Man. Hello, Rangy. Alright, let me just make sure all my little apps are running how they're supposed to. Okay. That's running, that's running. This one's good. Hello, Drew. Hello, Senna.
Hello everyone, is me Snowjo Snotaru.
Snowjo's Snowthrough. Very nice. Yeah, it's Snowjo. Go to sleep, it's so late. Oh my god, you're so right. Oh my god, it's so late. Hold on, I gotta check what time it is. It's so late at night right now. 4 p.m. No! It's so late. It's 4 p.m., guys. Time for me to go to bed. Hello, Senna. Hello, Gainer. I'm from the future. Hello, future man. Hello, Kopi. Guys, don't forget everyone has a different time zone. No, that can't be real. No, time zones are fake. Time zones are a conspiracy. No. Hello, snakes. Hello, 610. What about my high? Hey, whoa! Listen, I was setting stream stuff up, okay? I missed some people. Relax. Time zones are a conspiracy. They're not real. Hello, Karma. Hello, hello. Hello, Chloe. Give me 1 second. Okay. Hello, M60. Hello, Kayla. Hello, Deriva Durchi. Are you a femboy? No. Hello, Scissors. Hello, Peyton. Hello, Bethany. Hello, Cora. You look like Felix Argyle. I don't know who the fuck that is. Felix Argyle. What? I look nothing like him. He's like a cat boy with brown hair. And he wears a dress. Somebody update this guy's glasses prescription. Bro needs glasses. Holy moly. Actually blind like a bat. Hello, num-nums. What are you? I'm a VTuber. Hello, Tat Cat. Hello, Michaela. Hello, Mia. I can't lie, you low-key look like a femboy. Okay, but a femboy would be wearing feminine clothes, no? I'm wearing like a vest and dress pants. No? Don't you think a femboy would be speaking more feminine usually? Or wearing more feminine clothing? Or talking more feminine? It's kind of like pretty obvious, I feel. I feel like it should be fairly obvious what a femboy is in the Big 26. Hello, Nemigami. Welcome. What's up? SENZ'S, should I skip school? Probably not. I feel like if you think that I look like a femboy, you feel like... I think that, if you think I look like a femboy, you probably think like every K-pop star looks like a femboy. Because K-pop stars are dudes with long hair who have softer voices. It's 2026, guys. Most men have long hair nowadays. Hello, Onyx. Hello, Emma. The Gojo plushie. You know what's really funny? This isn't even a Gojo plushie. This is just the Snow Me. This is the chat mascot with a Gojo head on. Apparently, you guys wear it pretty well because people can't tell the difference. It's Gojo, guys. Trust. Most men, where are they? Long hair is rare. Bro, we do not count Italy. Okay, I'm talking about America. Hello, Jaden. I've been to America. They weren't there either. Okay, you went to a convention in America and half the people were like neckbeards, okay? Discord mods don't have long hair. Hello, Jaden. Hello, Mew. Hello, Spike. Introduce me to them then? I don't know. I don't know that many dudes with long hair, to be honest. Hello, Lala. I mean, most of the dudes with long hair are just like e-boys on... Oh, you know what? I know where they are. You want to find dudes with long hair? Go on Valorant. Of course, they're all terrible. All terrible people. Not a single good one. You want to find dudes with long hair? Go on Valorant. Go to Valorant Quick Play. You'll find a ton of them there, but they're all terrible. They're all terrible people, though. Other than that, let's see. Long hair dudes listen to Porter Robinson. Long hair dudes probably go to raves. Like the goth scene, maybe? I don't know. Emo dudes, goth dudes. They're getting engaged? Are they? Do you play Valorant? No. I used to play Valorant. And then like once every single game I ran into like an edgy like dude who's like doing a deep voice trying to get. Once I ran into the dudes who were like farming women, I was like, oh hell no. I gotta get out of here. Valorant was fun for a while, and then like you were playing Omen? No, I hate Omen. I liked Reyna. I like playing Duelist, bro. How do you farm females? On Valorant? It's very easy. The guys on Valorant, they're like milking Valorant for women. Step 1, get on Valorant. Step 2, don't even be that good at it. Just act like you're really good. And then step 3 is just make your voice really, really deep and cringe. It's kind of bad on both sides, to be honest. It's kind of bad on both sides. The men on Valorant are like sexist, racist, and like deepen their voices to try and attract women like fucking animals. And then a lot of the girls who play that game are like really pick me. Like they're really shitty to other women. They get really like territorial. Also, some of them are racist. Have you guys seen, dude, whenever Valorant drama pops up on my Twitter, it's always the same thing. Like someone cheated on someone else or like they said something racist. In the Big 26, they shouldn't be happening. My first PC game aside from solo RPGs was Valo. It was something. Dude, it's so bad. It's honestly so bad. Thank you for the streak, Fissilage. It's so bad. I mean, obviously I'm generalizing, you know what I mean? I'm joking around. Guys, I'm joking, sorta. I'm like half joking. What do you even call this? 2 truths and a lie. It's like half joking. Can you say L with your mouth closed? I know what you are. I know what you're doing. You think I don't know. I know exactly what you're doing. Can you say L with your mouth closed? You don't know. You think I don't know what you're doing? You think I don't know what your little scheme is, bro? You can't say L with your mouth closed? Chat, you can't say... In that... Chat, you can't say...
We called it joshing you back in my day.
Chat, you can't say banana with your cheeks spread apart while you're on your knees, I bet. I bet you can't say banana with your cheeks spread apart on your knees. They'll never see it coming. They'll never see it coming. They'll never see it coming. Go ahead, try it. SENZ'S, you can't say L with your mouth closed. What? What are you talking about? I can totally do it. Watch. I'll do it right now. L! Oh, oh God, it's so tight. Is that what you wanted? Hello, Orange Aimer. Welcome. Is that what you wanted? Did I join it at a weird time? No, someone fooled me with the old you can't say L with your mouth closed ploy. Ah, they got me. Ah, snap. Dang it. They fooled me. And here I thought I was gonna prove them wrong by saying L with my mouth closed. What? How'd you fool me like that? How'd you do that? Aw, shucks. True. Huh. Can I have the Gojo? No. It's mine. It's my Snow... It's Snowjo. Snowjo Satoru. Snowjo Satoru. Hello, Yuki. What's up? Hello, Ariel. I love this song. Oh, you love this song? Skip. I'm in my shit. That was mean. I'm just evil like that. I'm evil Senz. I'm Senz but evil mode. Demon mode. He's evil, OMG. I knew it. Hey. Watch out. Hello, Whiteheart. Can I have that plushie? No, it's mine. Spell IMAP and then say Ness. I am a penis. What? How did you get me with that? I'm not a penis. Oh man, they got me with it again. How do I fall for it 2 times in a row? I'm just gonna stop. I'm just gonna act like I don't know anything. Actually, some people are into that. Some people are into like the innocent types. That's what I'm gonna do for streams going forward. I'm just gonna act like I don't know anything. IHOP Ness. What? I didn't do that. I didn't eat anything. What? I thought I was spelling IHOP. How'd you get me with that? How did you do that? I like the song. Oh, you like the song? Skip. I need advice. No, I wanted the name of that song. Too bad. Thank you for actually noticing. You're welcome. Whiteheart username. My best friend screamed. Hit them on the head with a frying pan. That'll make them stop screaming. The playlist thing that shows what song you're playing isn't up? Oh, that is weird. It should be. What the frick? Hold on. Spotify. Where did I get it? Did I not keep that download? Oh no, Spotify widget instructions. Here we go. music widget. Give me a second, chat. It's supposed to be showing the music that I'm playing. That's weird that it's not. What the? It shows it on the website. Huh? That's weird. Why doesn't it show it? Okay, well, for some reason it's not showing it. I don't know why. There's no reason that it shouldn't be showing it. Refresh the cache. I already did that. It did not work. You see, download link, installation. Add these settings. Connect to Spotify. Does this work? Command. Oh, the song command was broken for a while, so I fixed that. That's cool. It says it's connected. Maybe I disconnect it and then reconnect it. Yeah, I don't know, guys. It should be showing. Should be showing the song. But for some reason it is not. Yeah, I don't know. It's think of the rose, Emma. I don't know why it's not working. Copy username / okay. Connect to API. Yeah, I don't know, chat. It should be showing the music playing. It usually has no problem with it. But, it's not playing it. Hello, Big C. Maybe if I restart Spotify or something? Hello, Gildius. I'm gonna restart Spotify and see if that fixes it. Try refreshing the cache on your browser source. I did that. Okay, well, the song command at least works, so I'm just gonna leave it be. You like check the box? No, there's a button. There is a button for refresh cache of current page. It's weird because it shows it on my the Stream Elements website. Do 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 do. Maybe if I make a new browser source and add this and see if it works. Yeah, it's just not working. It must be... I'll just look at it later. I'll just try and fix it like after stream or something. It's okay. Thank you for the rose, Emma. Alright, guys. Yeah, I don't know why the music widget barely stopped working. Anyway, happy Sunday, everyone. I have a couple cool things to tell you guys. First of all, hello, Mikey. Welcome. I have some cool things to tell you guys. First of all, tomorrow's my first day with my my trainer, my gym trainer. So, wish me luck. I wonder if they're gonna push me very hard. Probably not for the first day. Yeah, I got a trainer for the gym to help me come up with a good regimen to get my body to where I want it to go. And then also, I thought of I finally, because you remember how we were talking about like hand cam stream ideas? Well, I finally thought of a good hand cam stream idea. So you know how I love keyboards and I know how to make keyboards? My idea was, what if I let VTubers commission me? What if I let VTubers commission me to make models for them, and then I can make them on stream? So, or not models, keywords. I don't know why I said models. Yeah, basically, I'm gonna open like keyboard commissions to where like I will make a keyboard for VTubers who want a keyboard. And then that way, I get to do hand cam streams for you guys, and then also make keyboards for people. I already have one person who we went over it. Well, I have 3 people interested already, so it's kind of cool. And plus, I make a little bit of money on top of it for my hard work. So it's kind of exciting, and I'm sure as I build more keyboards, it'll probably get more popular as well. Not a bad idea. Yeah, it's gonna be really fun. I'm gonna build I'll build keyboards on stream with handcam. And then yeah, and people get a nice custom keyboard. So that's like a win-win. SENZ'S, do you want fan art? It's up to you, Stars. If you want to make fan art, you're welcome to. Please post it on like X or in my Discord, so I can see it. It's really funny because like I really appreciate fan artists, but sometimes the fan artist will like make a fan art and they'll just like post it on their TikTok or something, or they'll post it somewhere like I never look. Like they'll post it like on DeviantArt or Pinterest or something, and it's like I don't go looking for fan art on those places. Um so if you could post it on like Twitter or Instagram or Discord or something, then I would be able to see it. If you make fan art and you post it on TikTok, I'm never going to see it. You should post it in a way that will actually help me see it. But you know, yeah, anyone's welcome to make fan art. I don't have that. How? How do you have TikTok but you don't have Discord, Twitter, Instagram? You don't have any social media? It's crazy. It's crazy to me that someone could have TikTok and nothing else. That actually sounds terrible. Hello, Detective Cinny. Sounds like torture to me. Yeah. Yeah. Little bit. Me, it's the opposite. I don't use TikTok. That's fine. You're not really missing much, to be honest. I mean, like, to be fair, TikTok does have funny stuff on there. I do like TikTok. Hello, Obsidian. Why is the muzzle 10K? I don't know. Everything is going to be cheaper after my next debut. After my next debut, all the toggles on my model will be cheaper. They'll last longer. People will be able to mess with the outfits more. So you guys will get a lot more. You'll get a lot more for sure. Can't wait. And then cat mouth is cheap. Yeah, like I said, okay, listen. It's not on purpose. Yes, I do, Erica. I followed. Thanks. Thanks, Callan. Welcome. Yeah, it's not on purpose. But yeah, I can't wait to show you guys some stuff. Okay, I don't really, but yeah, basically, more hand cams are coming up, especially after debut. After I debut, we're gonna be doing a lot more hand cams. I've been kind of lazy with it, and to be honest, the cooking streams were fun, but I don't really like being on camera. I like, even though I'm confident in my looks and like I'm happy with myself, I just don't like being stared at by people. So I think hand cams are probably the best like middle ground for me as far as like camera stuff goes. So I'll probably do more hand cam content. Also, it's like easier on me to do it more often. You don't like being stared at but dressed like a disco ball?
SENZ'S, could I quickly take a screenshot of your full model so I can have a reference of you with Sojo for fan art?
There are references in the Discord. Here you go. Just clip that and go back to it if you want. It's different, by the way. Dressing in a way, I dress like how I dress for me, not for other people. And but it's also different in real life. I'm okay with being stared at in real life. It's different than being on camera. Being stared at by people in person is different. Because the thing is when someone's staring at you in real life, you can see them staring at you. When you're being stared at by people online, you don't know what they look like. You don't know like what they're doing. It's different. It is a completely different situation. Fair? Yeah, yeah. They could be gooning. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really worried about that. It's just different. It's hard to explain. There's not really like it doesn't have to be logical. It's just like how I feel, you know? I hope not. I mean, I don't really care, to be honest. I don't really mind either way. You feel more vulnerable? It's less vulnerability and just I don't like being on camera. Hello, Nikki. I feel like nobody looks better on camera than they do in real life. I think cameras just make everyone look worse than they do in real life, unless you use a ton of filters and shit. I think everyone I've met who I've seen pictures of or cameras of or on camera, I think everyone looks way better IRL than they do on camera. Unless you use like a ton of filters and stuff for like pictures online. That's different. Obviously, you're just like altering how you look, but I don't know. It's just it is I really really enjoy meeting people for real cuz like in real life you can tell a lot more about a person in real life. Hello, Voided. It's not just about how they look, it's about like body language and stuff, you know? Hello, Rin. Kitty, welcome. Hello, Voided. I think like I just prefer like seeing people in real life because like you can get every angle of them. Every person I've met IRL was 100% better online than online unless they use hella filters. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Every person that I've met, VTuber or not, literally every person I've met from online, they look way better in real life than they do online. Same thing has been said for me, by the way. People who meet me in real life, they're like, dude, you're so bad at taking pictures. You look way better in real life. It's not... And I kind of agree with it. I think Okay, Nominums. But yeah, I just genuinely think people look a lot better online or I mean in real life, not online. So that's why like I don't really like being on camera too much is because I don't know, I just like seeing the other person when people are staring at me, if people are gonna stare at me kind of thing. And I just think I look a lot better in real life. Well, actually I know. I for sure look a lot better in real life. Everyone does. Everyone looks better in real life unless they use hella filters on their shit. If you like Photoshop all your pictures and use like a ton of filters, then obviously it's different, you know? Hello, Domsky. Thank you for the pardon me. Thank you for the gifts. You don't mind a lot of eye contact, do you? No, I don't mind eye contact. Thank you, Voided. That's very sweet of you. No, I don't mind a lot of eye contact. You know, it's funny. A lot of people, eye contact is so rare for a lot of people that they find it attractive. I feel like a lot of people. Do you read TikTok chat? No, I don't. Yes, I do. Obviously. Yeah. I don't get eye contact really. What do you mean you don't get it? A lot of people are very 50-50 on eye contact. They're either scared of it or like see it as like they're a lot of people have like I feel like a lot of people are very different about eye contact. Some people find it attractive, some people are scared of it, some people get intimidated by it. Some people are terrified of it. Yeah. I think it depends on who you ask. A lot of people are very different on eye contact. I despise eye contact. I'm scared some people are judging me if they make eye contact randomly. I get that. See, chat, one of the things that are strong about me is I have like a, one of the things that I like about myself is like my eyes are very telling about me. When it comes to me, my eyes are very, very like piercing, I've heard. So when I look at someone, they usually like it. I have very piercing eyes and like I kind of have like nice eyebrows. So I have very nice eyes, I've heard. I usually do eye contact to really focus on how they feel about a topic. So I tend to be a good listener. Dude, you know what? You know what the thing is like active listening is a good way. I mean, yeah, I know what you mean. Active listening, like going, mm-hmm, uh-huh, 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 yeah, yeah. Senz, are your eyes also blue? No, they're brown. They're dark brown. I basically have black eyes. They're like very, very dark brown. Actually, I guess in some lighting they look like bright, like maybe hazelish, but for the most part, dark brown. I just saw your face reveal, so peak. Thanks. Boop, 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 boop. Doo, 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 doo. Hello, Juzo, what's up? Unless you're, if you stare too much, it's weird unless you're trying to hint something. Really? You think so? I constantly am subconscious on everything I do when I'm getting overstimulated, so I manually have to blink. Oh, damn. Biv, thank you for the 39 roses. At first I thought the ears were a moth, but is it Arctic fox? Yeah, Lindsay, basically. Hello, silly. Okay, I think it's gaming time, guys. I think that's enough yapping for today. You know what? You need to shut up. You're talking too much. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're talking too much. You need to shut the frick up. Somebody gag this guy. Or girl. What are we playing today? This is called Maid of Skur. Pretty fun horror game. Pretty fun horror game. Let's see. I thought we finished this game? No. No, sir. We never finished this game. No, sir. No, sir. We never finished this game. Maid of Skur is pretty solid, not gonna lie. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying it for sure. Sir, you might be muted. Me? I see my volume coming through stream. I'm sorry I can't stay today. It's already 2 a.m. for me and I have school tomorrow. Good night. No worries. Good night, Elio.
Lizard.
Hello, Cinder. Hello,
lizard,
Lynn.
Lizard. Lizard.
Is this the game with all the pee-pee? On the statues, yeah. Also, I enabled something on the stream, guys. I enabled a new thing on the stream. It is essentially, it is basically something that will stop, I enabled something on the stream which will essentially, you know how sometimes the game will get really, really loud and it'll like blow your ears out? Yeah, Juzo, go for it. If it's a horror game, I've probably played it, unless it's like super, super niche. But yeah, no, I'd love to hear a recommendation. But yeah, you know how sometimes the games we play, they get dummy loud? Well, I enabled a limiter on OBS, which will essentially just make it so if something gets really loud for some reason, it will stop it to a certain point. I'll send it to you now. Yeah, send it. Go ahead. Send it right now. Routine. Oh, I did play that. I did play that. Yeah. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've played every horror game. It will mute it? No. So... Okay, so... I guess I'll try to explain it in like terms that aren't too... It's called a limiter, basically. And what it will do is if a game jump scare is too loud, it will let it go loud enough to a certain point where it won't peak and like blow out your eardrums. So hopefully that makes a better viewing experience for you. So it'll still get loud, it just won't be to the point where it like blows your eardrums out. I should have had this before, to be honest. I just didn't really think about it. I already had this on my microphone, because if I didn't have it on this mic, it would get so loud, you genuinely wouldn't be able to hear. I already have this limiter on my microphone, but I'd never had it on the games because I didn't think the games would be that loud, but sometimes the games do get that loud, unfortunately. So, doo-doo? Yes, doo-doo. Dookie. Can you guys even see this, by the way? This isn't too dark, is it? This is dark as hell. Oh shit balls. I forgot about that. I feel like every horror game I play, I put the brightness on max. The thing is like, yeah, I feel like for streaming horror games, I feel like when you stream a horror game, it's good to make it as bright as possible because like, even though the viewers want to see like what's happening, some people just don't be seeing nothing. But if you guys can see it, fine. I won't make it much brighter. But let me know if you can't see it, because then I can make it brighter. Like here, look. Where is the brightness at? Here we go. I can make the gamma like 1.5 or something. Okay. Like is this... This might be a bit too bright, to be honest. Maybe like... How is this? Oh, does this dude see me? Are we dead ass? Holy moly. Brother. Get that ass stunned. What What are you doing? Dude, these guys are so fast, too. I'm out of there. Excuse me. Out of my way. Okay. Do you ever play indie horror games? Yeah. I play literally like anything horror related I will play. I also do have a stream suggestions channel in my Discord. So if you ever have suggestions for if you ever have suggestions for something for me to play, please. Put them in the Discord. There will be a day when SENZ'S runs out of horror games. True. Oh. Wait, if this opened here, that means it... If this opened here, that means the one outside also opened, no? How do we get outside quickly? How do we get to the gardens? Was it... Was it here? No. I forgot how to get to the gardens from the main area. Oh, I think I remember, maybe. Oh, there's a guy right there. Hello, my friend. I did play the egg rolling game. I honestly got pissed off at it. Fuck that game. Where am I? I'm the wrong way. Hello, May. Brother. Please. Oh yeah, it is here. It is here. Okay, I'm going the right way. Hello, Princess Jasmine. Okay. No, yeah, this is good. This is the right way. Oh yeah, here it is. It's here. It's here. So we go this way, and then this door up here should be open, I think. If you run out of ores, you can replay RE. No, I actually do plan on doing that. February. I plan on, when February starts, I'm going to try and like play all the Resident Evils before 9 comes out. What? This should be open. Oh, man. All is crazy. Not all of them. Only the good ones, basically. Well, not... I plan on just playing like the remakes. So like Resident Evil 2, 3, 4 remake. And then maybe 5 and 6 if I have time. Hello, B. Guess who got a big pack? What does that mean? You should do an IRL stream. Nah. I'm good. Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. I mean a Big Mac from Mickey D's. Oh. I've never seen someone be so excited for McDonald's Big Mac. I'm absolutely in love with them, SENZ'S. Damn. Okay. Okay, I mean, get it, I guess. I don't know. I'm vegetarian. Cool. I haven't heard of someone being vegetarian or vegan in so long, to be honest. It's like seeing a rare animal. Do 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 do. I used to be vegan for 8 years. Jesus. The thing is, bro, I could never be vegetarian or vegan. Hell no, I need my meat. I need meat. I love putting meat in my mouth. Mmm. Do 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 do. Yes. I got the key. What's in here? Isaac's blueprint notes. Separating the four, but how to mitigate and control. Pins, music. I feel like I have to play these a certain way. Do I have to play this? Henry Hughes, Thomas Evans. What was that note I just got? No way they expect someone to read piano notes. No, no, no. That's not realistic. Good morning, Yumiko. Wait, how do you say good morning in Japanese again, chat? Ohayo gozaimasu. No? Ohayo gozaimasu. Do. Now let's go upstairs. Wait, I need to save. I need to save. Please. What? Where's the save room? Huh? Oh, here. Yee! Run! He's not gonna turn over here. He's not gonna turn over here. He's gonna turn around and walk away. Check this out. He's gonna turn around and walk away like a good boy. Like a good boy. He's gonna turn around and walk away. He's gonna turn around. Hey! Hey! He's gonna turn around and walk away. There! This one? I think this takes me where I want to go to, right? Oh. Uh-oh. I've seen that one, Velly. That I've seen this one so many times. Wait, chat, look at this. I saw this on TikTok. I saw this on TikTok, bro. What the frick? Dude, you know what I miss from Japan? At the 7-Eleven, at the 7-Elevens in Japan, they had these onigiri. It's like tuna mayo. It's tuna mayonnaise inside like a rice onigiri with like seaweed wrap on the outside. Oh, so delicious. I literally ate it every day. And then they also had these like steamed egg buns. It's basically bread, but it's made of egg. It's like egg bread, but it was like steamed. It's very fluffy. It felt like a pancake almost. It was like egg bread. Super delicious. And then they also had there were these like sausages, but it wasn't like trash sausages.
Thomas?
A little sausage on a stick.
Thomas? My uncle Abraham might be on the second floor now.
Dude. What is the filling on the rice ball? Tuna and mayonnaise. How do I... Hold on. Tuna and mayonnaise. Maguro to mayonnaise. That's really funny. And they don't have a word for mayonnaise in Japan. It's literally just mayonnaise.
No. But I heard somebody crashing around a few moments ago from somewhere below me. My uncle was not a man to be trifled with before. And now, I am not sure he's a man at all. He's a brute, Thomas. I pray you be careful.
Speaking of, I have a tuna sandwich right behind me. Hold on, let me take a bite of this bad boy. Guys, don't listen to me eat, okay? I'm gonna take the bite while it's facing the other way. I'm back.
There is a way up to the attic, through my father's rooms in the west wing. You should be able to reach me that way. Please take care, Thomas.
It must have been oishi. Oishi desu. Oishi desu. Oishi. Huh? Holy Big Back, do you hear those footsteps? Large penis excavating the caverns of my butthole. Whoa, where'd that come from? Hey, my fault. Hey, my fault, guys. The demons got to me for a second. No cookies? No, no cookies. Big penis. Oh, I accidentally. Does he know where I am? Oh, so bro knows. Ah! He knew where I was. This game would be great with a heart rate monitor. Oh, do you want me to wear a heart rate monitor? I have one. I can put it on. Been a while since I worn it, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, I have a heart rate monitor. I just haven't worn it for a while. I don't know why. Wait, give me a second. I'm gonna pee and then I'll put on the heart rate monitor. Oishi desu. Okay. Okay. Huh. Put on the heart rate monitor. Huh. Okay, let me start up the app. Pulsoid. Okay, I think it's on. Is it not working? Huh? Wait, hold on. I put it on. Okay. Now, I start up the app. It's not tracking my heart rate. Why? It says my heart rate is 0. What the frick? I think I need to buy a new one, to be honest. I've had this... You know how long I've had this heart rate monitor? I've had it for like 6 years. I think I need to buy a new one. Okay. No, the battery's high. I switched out the battery. Battery's good. Yeah, I think it's the strap. I think it might be the strap. Maybe. Connect. Please. Please. My heart. My heart's not working. Eh? Sometimes I had to go to the site and relick the widget. I think the strap is... Wait, let me... I can maybe switch the battery again, but I don't think it's a battery. What is all this crap on my table? There's so much here I don't even use. What is all this junk? Huh? Okay, here. I have a battery. I will switch out the battery. I'll switch out the battery and we'll see if that fixes it. I really don't think it is the... Whoa! Okay. And then... do this. Okay. Okay, new battery in. It says device status connected, network status connected, but it says beat per minute is 0. What? Okay, it has to be the strap then, no? Doesn't that mean it's a strap? Oh, wait. I think if I make my chest wet, it works better. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that if you make your chest wet, it works better. How about now? Is it working now? No? Why? We need to buy a new one. Wait. Okay, lick the whole strap. Oh, it's working. Maybe. Okay, maybe it's not working. It says 0 again. That's not right. It's not 46. Work, bitch. Fuck is wrong with you? Okay, yeah, this is broken. This is broken. It's broken. It's broken. I must retire him. Okay. I tried to use it. It didn't work. Let me explain it for our
This is why you haven't used it in
I
one of your
tried to
streams.
use
It
a
stopped
heart
working.
monitor. It is broken. 心拍数モニターを使ってみようとしたのですが、壊れました。Guys, I need to get a new heart rate monitor. Buy one on Amazon. Don't tell me what to don't ever tell me what to do. There's a new one. Wait a minute. That heart rate monitor costs $100. Are we dead ass? Excuse me? What? What?
Admit that you're dead and have no heart.
The one I have is like 80. Okay, guys, I'm gonna order a new one. Should I get the red strap or the black strap? Look like a fuck. Dude, I literally am gonna look like a BDSM, like, person. Okay, I'll order a new one. Okay, guys, stop yelling at me. Stop it. I'll order a new one. I'm ordering a new one. I'm ordering. Stop yelling at me. Wait, huh? Wait, why is the shipping free? Oh, I see. It's not free. Free shipping. Place. What happened? I ordered a new heart rate monitor for horror games. ホラーゲーム用に新しい心拍数モニターを注文しました。Okay, I ordered it. I ordered a new heart rate monitor. Are you happy? Are you proud of me? Are you happy for me? Are you happy? You see what I do for you? You don't even care. You don't even care. You don't even care. You don't give a fuck. You're welcome, by the way. Ah. You know what I could have done? You know what I could have done? Been like, frick you, chat. You don't need to know my heart rate monitor. But I was just so nice. I'm just such a nice person. God. Someone should eat my ass right now. I'm so nice. God. Hello, Iniki Ayasanya. Is that how I say your name? Pop, 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 pop. Beep, pop, pop, pop. Beep, pop, pop. You don't wash your hands.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
You don't wash your hands. Ain't nobody eating your mat. Excuse me. Even if I didn't wash my hands, I own a bidet, okay? I have a bidet. My ass is cleaner than everyone's ass here. I shoot water straight up my booty hole. What? Ooh. Oh. Bidets are expensive. No, they're not. No, they're not. Listen, you don't have to get like a fancy Japanese bidet, like the toilet's pre-installed with one. You can get an Amazon on Amazon. You can get a bidet for like $40 that you can install on any toilet. Okay? Seriously. Ooh. Can you buy one for me? Ain't no way, bitch. What the fuck? What do you think I am? I just bought a new heart rate monitor for you guys, okay? You think I'm Mr. Moneybags over here? Every cent that I've made from stream, I've invested in the new debut. I don't have nothing. I ain't got no money. Oh, I saved.
Time has run out. Father
Saved.
intends to use his...
Do do
Lizard,
do
lizard,
do
lizard, 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 lizard.
do do.
Lizard.
Oh.
I thought you were a demon. What is it gonna monitor demons don't have hearts?
Who said demons don't have hearts? Who said I'm gay? You are gay. Why are you? Ooh! Ooh. Oh, mama, say mama. Big back! Holy moly!
Don't y'all know SENZ'S isn't our sugar daddy?
He can smell us. Please. Please. Vent. Something. Is this a dead end? Please. Please. Can you get me in here? Woo! Surely you can't get me in a safe room, right? 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 Dude, he's literally Mr. X. Dude, this is Mr. X from Resident Evil. You hear how heavy his footsteps are? Dude. That's his footsteps, bro. Sounds like my ass when I walk. Oh. When I walk, that's my ass cheeks clapping together. Bitch! Get away from here! Run! Map! Open the door! Open the door, he's coming! Oh! Oh. Your voice sounds so nice. Thank you. Hello, male. Okay, now I can go outside, right? Because we opened the gates. I'm pretty sure we opened the gate outside. We can go get outside and get the thingy. Let's go. 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 Everything is gonna be Daijobu, bro. Everything is Daijobu right now. Oichi. And then you call me corny while I use Japanese words? Bitch, my grandfather was Japanese. Fuck you. That's my people. You're literally Italian, bro. Why don't you go make a pizza roll or something, buddy? Why don't you go fry me up some pasta? Le linguini ratatouille. Okay, that's you. Eat my booty hole. Eat my booty hole. It's open! What? Oh my god, wait. Eh? Huh? Ding. No? Oh, it's a puzzle. Look, look. Wait, have I been able to do this whole time? Look. Oh my god, I could have done this the whole time. Are you freaking kidding me? Are you serious right now, bro? That was easy. Bro, the face tracing is fire, not gonna lie. Oh yeah. What? How did you get here? How'd that guy get here? There we go. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Now we need to save. Because we gotta go back upstairs, I think, to where Big Papa is. You know the big guy upstairs? Toom, 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 toom. Footsteps, motherfucker. Guys, from now on, so I can feel more immersed in the game, whenever I hold my breath in the game like this, I'm gonna do it in real life like this. So look, look, look. Do you know Korean? No. I don't know Korean. Much Korean. Sorry. 저는 한국어를 잘 못해요. 죄송합니다. 감사합니다. 저는 오빠. So this door is blocked. Guys, I think he's stuck on the door. No. Dude, the enemy is stuck on the door. He's trapping me in here. Hello, Lavender.
Now the main problem area is up here. All of this going on up here is what's causing me the most physical discomfort.
I think we have to go back upstairs where Uncle is. Because we need to get a key or something. There should be another key up there. Uncle Bad Touch is up there. Hello, Nameless Ghoul. Uncle Bad Touch is up there. Wait. Go, 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 go. Stay away from me, Uncle. You should play The Last of Us. I have played The Last of Us. I like The Last of Us. Hello, Boo Bear. Do 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 do. Uncle Abraham. Is he coming? He's coming. I can hear it. SENZ'S, you can just call me Kira. I will try to remember that, Kira, but if imagine if like every viewer wanted me to call them something different, it kind of gets hard for me to remember these things. So if you could try, please go to your account and switch your username to something with Kira in it, please. Just because like it's like impossible for me to remember everyone's like nickname that they want to go by, you know? So if you could do that, that would make it so much easier for me. Good night, Veli. What's a shortcut? Ooh. What did this do? Ooh. I shocked him. Do you see that? Oh, mama. Uh-oh. Should I keep shocking him? Oh. Dude. Elizabeth, are you there?
Yes, I'm still here. I thought you were... Something just... What was that? What happened? I could hear the sound of... Wait. I thought I heard something here. Somebody is trying the door, Thomas. I must go. No! No, stop! Stop! Let go of me! Let me go! You get
Oh my. Huh? Oh, I got the key. Cool. Oh yeah, baby. Save. We shocked his ass. You ever heard of shock and ball torture? Huh? Is he back up? Open the damn door! Brother. Brother. Excuse me. Oh, we gotta go. Hamna. He's coming. He's coming. 3. Is he gonna come up here? Please tell me he can't get up here. Okay. Okay. This is a puzzle. So look, we have picture of a cage, a dog, a fish, a bird, and a moose. Okay? So bird is number 3. Okay, I know what to do here. Okay. Where's number 1? So we need the paintings. 3 is the bird. 2 is the dog. 4 is the cage. And then 5 is the deer. So can't we just guess? Wait, can someone write this down for me? I don't want to memorize it. Or well. So write 3 bird, 3 hawk, 4 cage, 5 deer, 2 dog. Okay, so that means the fish is number 1, no? Fish, dog, bird. Oh, yeah. Is that her? Whoa! Ooh! Oh. Oh no, my ball is broken. I hate it when people break my balls.
It
Thank
is
you for the heart
done.
me, Max.
I have managed to make phonograph copies of 3 of my father's 4 cylinders. 3 parts of the siren song. The 4th, I've come to realize,
Hello,
is the
Abby.
very same tune as the musical locket that you always wore, Mother. The very one which I was so fascinated with as a child.
Got it. Thank you for the heart me, Abby. Uh-oh. What? Where are we? Where the frick are we? Oh. Do I have all of them? Is that not 4 cylinders? Or was it 5 cylinders? I think I have them all. Maybe they play this music and it brainwashes them. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the basement. I need to get to the elevator, which is this way. It is this way. Bye, Tat Cat. What? What? It's on fire. The elevator's on fire. Okay, so this means we need to go up here. Look at this man stomping around. Uh-oh. Okay, we're almost there. I think. Yes. Hello, Yuri. Come on. Come on. What? Oh, COVID. Oh! Ah! Oh my god. Dog! Poor doggy! Oh. That doggy saved him. The dog sacrificed himself for us. Those bastards. Thank you for the roses, Tarlu. Those bastards. Shh. Shh. Stop it. Don't cough. What? Tarlu, thank you for all the gifts. Am I stuck here? Oh no. Please! Please! Where do I go? Do I go up here? Oh no. He saw me. He saw me. We gotta run. Thank you for all the gifts, Charlie. I appreciate that. Oh! Whew. Okay. What? Oh. What does this machine do? Hmm. Well, let's go check this room out. Oh, this is fancy. Oh, another save room.
I fear that it is impossible. Thomas, can you hear? You must stay still when Father's not playing.
Oh, she said when Father's not playing, you must stay still. Oh. Okay, she said to not move when he's not playing the piano. It's like red light, green light. Ow. There he is. Oh. Okay. What? I think we got it. Oh. Oh yeah. Wait, what do I need to use here? Hello, Silent Screams. What do I use here?
Thomas, my love, come to me. I'm waiting for you by the Grand Harmonium.
The what? Grand Hamaho? What? Lol, contribution for HR
monitor bad and
Thank you so much for the donation, Anonymous. Thank you for contributing to the heart rate monitor. Only it's okay though. I would have bought the heart rate monitor for you guys even if you didn't contribute anything. For me, it's more about doing something nice for you than anything else. I would have done it anyway. What? That door is locked? Where am I supposed to go to? Thank you for the gift, Emma. Appreciate that. Yo, Caitlin. Thank you so much for the... Thank you so much for the sub, Caitlin. Happy 12 months. 18 months. Sorry. Not 12 months. 18 months. Thank you, thank you. Oh dear. Excuse me. Oh no. Yeah, no. I appreciate it though. Thank you for the donation. I would have gotten the heart rate monitor either way though. Just like all the stuff that I'm getting for debut, literally every cent that I've gotten from subs and stuff, I'm spending on the debut. It's for you guys. It's the least I can do, you know? Do 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 do. Is this where she said she would be? No. She said she would be somewhere called the Harmonium or something. First floor. We should see what this opens here. Maybe that's what it is. Wait, both the doors are closed. That's a little scary. Okay, first thing we want to do is try and save our game. Because we haven't saved in a while. Where's the save room? This way, here. Save our game. Yes. Hello, Naira. And then on the other side over here, there's a key door we can open, which maybe that's where we're supposed to go. Oh god, he heard us. Here we go. Huh. Yeah. Okay. Just an extra one of those collectible thingies. Hello, Cinder. Let's see. What? Save again. She said to meet her where? Talk to Elizabeth at the Grand Harmonium. What the frick is that? Is it the... Is that the place with the big, like... Over here? Is it that piano up there? Here?
Thomas! My love! You're safe. I had to flee the attic. I've been hiding from them ever since. But we must hurry. Do you have the cylinders?
Yes, I have the cylinders. Just let me take a bite real quick of my sandwich. Can you imagine? She's like standing there. She's been trapped, like kidnapped for the last like year. And I'm just like, wait, give me 1 sec. Let me take a bite of this sandwich. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1 second. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the cylinders. I don't think I
We
trust
need
her.
all 4 parts of the siren's song, all of the cylinders, or this will not work. Find them, and quickly. I'll hide here until you return.
There was an option to not trust her. How come it's locked?
Have you found them? Do you have all the cylinders?
Look. No, I don't trust you. I will play the counter song.
We need all 4 parts of the siren's song, all of the cylinders, or this will not work. Find them, and quickly. I'll hide here until you return.
Find the remaining
Well,
song
sorry,
sheets.
what was the question?
I'm a little sus of her, to be honest. I don't think I trust her. Is it good? Oh, yeah. Where would the last music sheet even be? Maybe the key takes us there. There is a key over here. That's definitely going to be to one of them, at least. Eh? Shouldn't there be a music sheet here? I really thought there was going to be a music sheet here. Hello, by the way, Blossom. Hold on. Henry Hughes, Thomas Evans. Let's go. How did I get up here even? Let's go check downstairs. Or the first floor? I don't know. This is the second floor. Let's check the first floor. Like this side. Maybe? Mm-hmm. There's no way that we only have 2 of them. Henry Hughes, Thomas Evans. What? How do we only have 2 of them? Maybe we're too late. Maybe we're supposed to get them before. I think we might have messed it up. I'm not gonna lie. I think we were supposed to get them before going upstairs. Hello, Bingo. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't... Let me see. Can I still go here? It looks like I can. Whoa. Oh, here's one. Arthur Morris. Cool. Okay. And then where does this go? What the? Hold on, guys. There's someone in my room. Alright, I'm back. So I'm a little... So the weird part is, we should technically have all of them. But this only shows 3. Huh. There's 4 music sheets? Yeah, but we already... Let me see what I can do. We have 3 now. We just need the last one, which I think is on the 2nd floor, because we've found a sheet on like every floor so far. We found one in the basement.
Have you found them? Do you have all the cylinders? We need all 4 parts of the siren's song, all of the cylinders, or this will not work. Find them, and quickly. I'll hide here until you return.
The problem is on the 2nd floor, I thought we already... I thought we already did this. Because I don't trust her is the thing. I'm pretty sure if we just give her the things, we get the bad ending. I'm like... Maybe it's something over here? Up there somewhere? Why don't we trust? Because it just wouldn't make sense that suddenly she's free. How does that make sense, you know? We're close, though. We're close. I can feel it. I feel like they did something to her, probably. Oh, this has to be it. This has to be it. Wait, we got it. We got it. We got it. What? Eh? Oh yeah, this is it. This is it. Oh. Now you have all 4. Okay, I know what happened. I know what happened. So we actually already did this before, but the reason why we didn't get it... Okay, man, chill. We already did this before, but the reason it didn't count last time is because we died before saving. So we already did this yesterday, but it didn't count for some reason. Okay. Thank you, Ace. Okay, now we can finish it. Now we can do it. Here we go.
Have you found them? Do you have all the cylinders?
I don't trust you. I'll play it.
We shall end all this madness and disharmony and gain control of the Siren's song for ourselves. Bring order to them. What are you doing? No! Thomas, you don't understand. We must...
Winged Pearls, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Happy 4 months.
Thomas? What am I doing? The counter song, yes.
They brainwashed her. What the?
We need to end this. End all this misery and suffering. To free this thing and my family from this curse.
Hello, Karya. Wow. In the light, new harmony was...
In the light,
Oh.
new harmony was found. Old chains were broken. And in the aftermath of the song's end, a new one began.
Wow. So that they captured that thing. So wait, I guess they captured that thing and it cursed their whole house or something? Doggy. Inu. Fall, thank you for the heart me. Oh. Okay. Who died? I'm assuming it's one of her family members. Well, that was fun. Cool. Do 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 do. I don't know why the Spotify widget just stopped working all of a sudden. Oh. Snow me. Yeah, snow me. Yeah, it's still not up. I don't know why. The Spotify widget. Maybe I should try DMing her or something. Sayo Nini. Satoru Gojo? Yeah. Maybe I should try DMing her. Stream assets. Twitter, Discord. Oh, the Discord link is invalid. Oh, they have a Discord for help. Okay. Questions. Hold on. Help desk. Channel link. Product name and version. Hello, Mechanical Lala. Kinda wonder what the other ending is. It was a bad ending. Spotify widget. Unsure of version. Channel link. Wait, let me... Streamer. Describe your issue. The Spotify widget just stopped working randomly. Tried refreshing the page. Shows up fine on Stream Elements, but not on OBS. Stream clips of the issue. Okay. I put that in. Hopefully that'll help me fix it. Okay, chat. What do we talk about now? I honestly, genuinely, I like never know what to talk about. Oh. Phaeton, thank you for the rose. How you doing? I'm doing okay. I guess. I don't know. Oh, wait, I fixed it. I fixed it. Okay then. Do 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 do. Man, lots of stuff breaking recently. Okay. I fixed it. Everything good. Have you ever had pistachio cheesecake? No. Mm-mm. I gotta change the times for all the channel point. After the debut, I'm gonna make it so all the channel point redeems for my model stuff cost less and last a lot longer. So like kind of like the cat mouth, it's gonna be like 1,000 for most of them, and then they last like at least 10 minutes. So then at least it lasts for a while, you know? Hello user. That would be cool. Yeah. And then you guys are gonna be able to mess with my outfits and stuff. And my rigger told me that he should have a demo ready for me this month sometime. So that's exciting. That's very exciting. I'm gonna have my new model ready soon. What are you most excited for your debut? Dude, so many things. I'm honestly so excited for so many parts of my new debut. Like there's gonna be my new model, and then there's gonna be a bunch of new stuff that you can do on stream. Like there's gonna be a bunch of new things you can play with, like toys, new toys for you. Is the same rigger? Yeah, same rigger. But it's a whole new rig, and it has a new rig style. Are you changing your model? I'm not getting, no, I'm just getting a new outfit for this model. It's gonna be new me, new SENZ'S. Thanks, good live streams. I love good live streams. Thank you. Welcome. Hello, Shadow Dragon. There's gonna be new stuff you can mess with. You're gonna be able to mess with my model, like the outfits and stuff. Like you could choose what outfit shows and stuff. A lot of stuff. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Kakoi. Kakoi. Can you keep the Gojo Snow-Me, please? No, absolutely not. I can keep it on for now, but not after debut. The Snow-Me's getting a new outfit, bro. I was busy on the weekend. I'm so glad I could come today. Oh, I hope it went well. Umaku ita koto o negatte imasu. Hello, Positive Aura. Welcome. I love your model. Thank you. Wait, I need another bite of this sandwich. Sandwich incoming. Sandwich bite incoming. My, oishii. Oh, I hate this song. You femboy? when I drew my fortune, it was... You ever gonna dwell on ASMR again? Which ASMR? Like the sound ones or like the roleplay stuff I was doing? The sound one? Mm-mm. I don't like it. But I will be doing more like roleplay ASMRs. After debut, I plan on releasing 2 roleplays a month. But like for the sound ones, no, I don't like it. Hello, Celicerus? Welcome. I mean, I guess never say never, Ikaria. It's just hard because like ASMR is so boring to me, you know? Especially I'm not an ASMR enjoyer in general. So I don't really like, everyone does like sound ASMR. There's so many people who do like the tingles ASMR. I don't even need to do that, you know? But at least with like the spoken ASMR, it's actually like my voice, and my voice is unique on its own. Yeah, it's on Patreon. It'll be on YouTube and Patreon and the Blue site. I still have the ASMR mic though, don't get me wrong. I still have the ASMR mic and I could do it if I wanted to. I just hate it. It's just really, really boring for me. I mean, never say never. I could do it again in the future, but I think as far as fan service goes, I'm gonna do a lot more like hand cam streams. I'm gonna do a lot of hand cam stuff, and then also more of the like roleplay ASMR. What about reading us a book? I mean, that's not bad. Yeah, like reading children's stories or something like that. Those aren't terrible ideas. I just get really bored with like the tingles ASMR, bro. It's just really boring for me. And anyone can do it. They're all the same. But you know, never say never. I might try it in the future sometime. I could try it. We'll see. Maybe. I mean, my new audio interface does support more than one microphone, so maybe I could try to set it up for it, but we'll see. We'll see what I can do. I'm not saying yes, but I'm not saying no either, I guess. Okay, I'll put it this way. If I do it, it's going to be rare. So like maybe once in a while. But honestly, I'm very excited for the debut. All the stuff that's coming with the debut will be so much anyway. You guys are going to have so many things you guys are going to have so many new things to play around with after the debut that you're going to be constantly stimulated if you want to be. Like, you guys don't understand. I'm not just getting a new outfit for the debut. It's going to be like new things for you to mess around with on stream. So many new things. Like, it's not just an outfit. It's 2 more outfits. And then you can mix and match the outfits together because it's technically an upgrade to this model. It's also a new rig, completely new rig. new facial technology, new hairstyle, new colors. You're gonna have new things to play with on stream. You're gonna have more control over the model. Alexander, thank you for the gifts. There's gonna be so many new presents and like things that you guys debut. Yeah, let me translate this for Yumiko. Yes, I will be debuting a new outfit with many upgrades and toy and abilities for fans to be able to play with on live. はい。ライブ配信でファンの皆さんに楽しんでいただけるよう、奥のアップグレードと新機能が搭載された新しい衣装をお披露目する予定です。Yeah, yeah, I'm planning a debut soon within the next couple months, hopefully. You guys are gonna like. The thing is it's so hard for me not to spoil it, just because if I just say a couple things, it would completely spoil it, which I don't want to do yet. I'm gonna spoil it a little bit once we're closer, when I release like the trailer for the debut. But you want it to be a surprise, yeah. But you're basically gonna have you decided when it will be? I can't decide yet because the outfit is being fixed, and the person making it likes to take their time to make sure it is perfect. But I am hoping in a couple months. 一緒の女性中難をで、まだいつになるか決まっていません。制作者の方が完璧な仕上がりを目指してじっくり作業されているので、時間がかかっているんです。でも、あと数ヶ月以内には完成すると思います。Yeah, my rigger takes a long time because he's busy, and also like I asked for a lot of things and he likes to take his time and make sure it comes out perfect. But trust me, the wait will be worth it, because once you see the new model, you're going to be like, wow, this is crazy. This is insane. Hello, Frost. The new model is both funnier and sexier. Does that make sense? It's going to be funny. It's going to be sexy. It's going to have new toys for you to play with. Not even just on the model. The stream will have new things for you guys to mess with. You guys are going to be able to talk to someone new who's not me. Oh, wait, that's actually spoiling a lot. You guys are going to have more to play with. Never mind. Are you sure? It's not even spoiling that much. I haven't been specific, okay? It's okay. You don't even know what that means. That could mean anything. Let's just say it's just going to be a big change, and no other VTubers have this. Nobody has this. At least not to this level, I think. Hello, Frost. How are you? Are you feeling okay? Yosha, thank you for the heart. Roses, I mean. do 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 do. How are you today? Uh-oh. There's an ad. Damn it, I was just about to answer them. Fucking ads. I mean, yay money, but also... Hold on. Wait. Let's see. How do I do this? Aha. Frost. Okay. Hello, baby Saha demons. Did I do it? Oh yeah, I did. There you go, Frost. I was in the middle of answering you before the ads cut me off, so... Piss me off. Don't piss me off. They literally timed it. Don't piss me off, ads. We were just talking about my upcoming debut. SENZ'S, sweet of you, thank you. It's okay. That's okay. Use your Prime somewhere else. I'm sure there are better streamers out there. Alright, relax. Guys, relax. Relax. Anyway. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Before I was so rudely cut off by the Twitch ads, I was saying we were talking about my next debut and how, like, I'm going to have some crazy stuff that, like, no VTubers have. And they don't need it, to be honest. To be honest, you know what it is? The stuff that I'm getting for my next debut aren't even necessary things that people need, but I need them because I need all the help I can get, bro. like I'm going to have, like, a mouth rig that nobody has because most people don't need it. That's the thing. I'm going to have a mouth rig that is more advanced than anything that's available right now. And most people don't even need it. And it's only kind of a small upgrade, but I'm getting it because I want it. I friggin' want it. Is it pricey? Oh yeah. Listen, the mouth rig that I'm getting, it's such an upgrade and so hard to do that just the mouth for that new technology, for the new mouth rig, is $600. Just the mouth. Only the mouth is $600. It's really advanced. And most riggers don't like doing it. Your mouth is important. I mean, most people don't really need it, to be honest. Because, like, the normal V-Bridger rigging, which is what I have right now. So I have a rig called V-Bridger rig. It's like the most common one that people get for, like, a really advanced mouth. Most people need that. Like, this is, like, good enough. Like, most people don't need anything more. But I was like, how do we upgrade my model even more? And and then my rigger was like, okay, well, technically there's this rig, but most riggers don't like doing it. And it's a lot of work. So it's going to be expensive. And I was like, hello, Raphael. And then I was like, I want it. Please. I need it. So I got it. So we have a new mouth rig. Also, all the physics on my model are getting upgraded as well. Like the general physics of like my hair and stuff. What's more advanced about it? It's just a more accurate track. It's more variety. It's just more accurate tracking. And it'll capture like tiny little nuances. You know what I mean? Like this rig that I have right now is the V-Bridger one, which most people have. And like this is perfectly fine. But the new rig is like it's gonna capture every little like mouth movement. Basically, it's like micro expressions. Yeah, basically the new rig is the new rig that I'm getting. Most people don't have it, but certain VTubers who sing a lot have it because it's really good for like capturing the mouth while singing. You know, most people don't need it. What I'm getting, most people do not need it. I'm just getting it because I thought it was cool and I want it. And I want my model to be one of the most advanced models out there. Because I love technology. I like technology. And yeah. SENZ'S just likes to be extra. Listen, bro. I need all the help I can get, okay? Motherfuckers who are super entertaining on their own. Is it for like the whole face? No, it's just for the mouth. The rest of the face doesn't need upgrades. My eyes are already perfectly tracked. Like, there's nothing more that could be fixed. Listen, bro, I need every upgrade I can get, okay? I'm not as entertaining as other VTubers, bro. I don't have a lot of energy. I'm not super funny all the time. I have a lot of times where I'm kind of like shy. I have a lot of times where I'm like shy and I don't know what to talk about, okay? So I need all the help I can get. All right? I need every little upgrade I can get. Okay? I'm going to need trust me. You sing? Yeah, I have a Spotify. Speaking of which, I need to record my song cover for the debut. That's another thing that I hope to get out by the debut, by the way, is my next song cover. Hope so. SENZ'S, can we do a fanfic of you? Those already exist. Those are the things why I prefer you over the loud and hyper streamers. There's nothing wrong with loud and hyper. In fact, that's what I was saying. I was saying the loud and hyper streamers are probably more fun to watch, but I just can't. I'm just not really. I'm just not really on all the time. You know, it's hard for me. I don't know. I thought it was maybe something with my energy, but I've been going to the gym. And like my energy is still kind of shit, even with me going to the gym. But, oh yeah, speaking of which, tomorrow I meet with my personal trainer for the gym. Guys, I'm going to get shredded. Well, not really. I don't want to get shredded. I'm going to become a twunk. Dude, you know what the fucking hottest thing you know what the sexiest thing on a man is? They have like a slutty waist, right? Slutty waist, but then abs and like pecs and nice arm muscles. Oh, fuck. That's going to be me, bro. Holy shit. Be sexiest fucking thing on a man. Because I already have the slutty waist, bro. I already have the slutty waist. You guys have seen it. I've posted pictures of my slutty waist. But now I just need to get my abs and my like chest and arm muscles up. And I'm going to be like, oh my fucking God. It's going to be sexy. I'm already a twink, but I must become a twunk. I'm already a twink. I must become twunk. I must become toned. A twunk. Your body's gonna be T? My body is already T, but it's T for like gay dudes. Or I guess dominant women. My body is already T, but it's mostly for like gay dudes or dominant women. But once I get muscles, then it's gonna be like for everyone. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I do skincare, I have a wolf cut, I do hair care. My face is okay. I'm good in the facial area. My body's fine, but I want to be stronger. I need to be a little. I'm not trying to get too muscly. Okay, I'm not trying to get like too big. I think the thing is to get very big and muscly, you have to do like crazy diet stuff, and I don't want to do any of that. I just want to be like toned. You know what I'm saying? Like a little muscle. Don't. I already am like. I'm lean right now. I'm a skinny man. I'm a skinny boy. I'm lean, but I need to get muscles. I want to get like really nice abs and like slightly bigger chest and arms, but not like big. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get shredded. I don't want to get shredded. It's just not my body type. It's just not my body type. It's not my personal preference. Why do you want to do that? What do you mean? It's healthier. Listen, I know it's fine to be... Listen, guys. Any body is fine as long as you're happy in it. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm fine being skinny and like my like twink aesthetic is kind of like nice. It's cute, whatever. It's fine. But I just want to get a little more muscle, you know? Just a little. I'm just trying to be healthier, okay? That's my main goal here, is to be healthier. And I've been going to the gym for a while, and I felt that I've been healthier, but I just want a little more. I just want a little more. A little more. I'm just trying to be healthier. I know I'm fine. I know. Thank you. Twink hips are hot though. I'm not gonna lose them. My hips are going nowhere, okay? I'm just gonna get a little abage, a little, pecs, and a little arms, hopefully. My waist is not gonna like transform. I'm not shape shifting. I'm just gonna get a little abs, little arms, a little chest. Okay? It's not disappearing. I'm not shape-shifting. All right? I wish I could go to the gym. Too much money. That's fair. You could work out at home, though. Even walking for 30 days is a great exercise. Honestly, whatever you do, as long as you're healthy, that's all that matters, okay? Health is the most important thing. Health should be more important than looks. It should be more important than money. It should be more important than penis size. It should be more important than butt size. It should be more important than what else is important? I think I got them all. Then career. I don't know. The health is the most important. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your health. Whoa, that's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa. Thanks, lol. You're welcome. Health is the most important. Then the slutty waist. Okay, man. All right, settle down. What will your parents say when they see this? Oh, they've already seen it. They're happy for me. They're proud of me. Dude, I get to sit at home and my job is at home. Are you kidding? Hello, Chili. Hello, Zombams. I can show you guys what we're dealing with right now. I'm going to show you guys, hold on. I'm going to show you guys what we're dealing with right now. I posted one of my new outfits the other day, and I was proud of that. Wait, hold on. Let me find it somewhere. Let me find it. Okay. So this is what we're dealing with right now. Okay, it's fine. It's a nice waist. We got the V line. You can't really see it. It's fine. It's good. But I need abs. I want to get abs. I need abs. We need some abs on there. I'm going to get a little bit of abage. We need some abs on there. Okay, I want a little bit of abage. I want arms, maybe a little chest. Okay. Yeah. Then it'll be good. That'll be good. We really need a wardrobe tour. Oh, you're not even, dude. My wardrobe is full of some nice shit. I ain't gonna lie. My wardrobe is full of some nice shit. I got goth clothes in there for days, bro. Let's see. I got goth clothes in there. Height enhancing shoes. No, those are New Rocks. They're like the most popular gothic shoe. You don't know New Rocks? Dude, those are the coolest shoes ever. I love my stompers. Those are New Rocks, dude. His abs are ripped. I couldn't tell. Yeah, dude, it's New Rocks. Those are like the most popular gothic shoe. Where'd you find them? They have a website. I'll show you. New Rock shoes. Guys, seriously, if you want good gothic boots, I'm not sponsored, by the way. This is not a sponsorship. These literally, they also have a collab with anime, by the way. They have an Evangelion collab. Look, they have gothic shit. If you want like really nice goth shoes, New Rocks, seriously. They make really cool stuff, and they're super high quality. They're super high quality. They're like really high quality. They did a collab with, they also collabed with Attack on Titan. Look, they collabed with Attack on Titan. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the Attack on Titan collab, but you know what I'm saying? Like, they have motion like that, okay? Look at that. Oh, wait. Let me show you. Wait, you guys want me to put you on game? Hold on, I'm not gonna gatekeep. Hold on. Let me show you some clothing brands. Hold on. Let me show you. Mingman. Do you like black clothes? Yeah. Hi. Black. I love black clothes. Named collective. This place, not these. Hoodies. Here we go. This place, I really like their hoodies. Wait, what? Why my phone? Oh, my VTube Studio crashed. Wait, hold on. This place, this hoodie is, I have this. I bought this. Look. Those are sparkles on the back. Those are all sparkly, by the way. Look. So cool. Those are all I bought this. I have this. I posted a picture in that. I also have the white version. They have a bunch of hoodies. Wait, this is new. Oh. Look. They're rhinestones. Wait, that's new. Wait, these are new. I might have to cop that. Ayo. It's called Named Collective. Whoa! Wait, this is new too. I need to get the fuck off this site, bro. They have stuff for men and women. It's called Named Collective. I really like the safety pin one. Damn, bro. Why'd you guys let me on here? Anyway, and then I also shop from here, Minga London. They have cool, they have cool, they have cool jeans. Where are their jeans? This one's called Minga London. They have really cool jeans, pants. I really like baggy jeans, and they have really nice pants. See, I have these. I bought these. Yeah, they have pretty cool jeans. This is where I get my stuff from. Fuck. Dude. I also got a bunch of clothes in Japan, but no, now I want some of those hoodies from the Named Collective. I didn't know they were out with new hoodies. No. They have new hoodies, bro. Okay. I shouldn't have looked at those. Now I'm just like, how'd you even find these sites? I just Googled stuff. I don't know. That's pretty much it. I just Googled stuff. I didn't really do anything like specific. Thanks for sharing though. Hello, Critical. Do you have a lot of shoes at home? I have so many clothes. You know what's really ironic, chat? With all the clothes that I have here at home, I barely wear any of them. Because I never go outside. I don't know what, like... Yeah, it's kind of bad. Low key though, I might have to buy a couple of the hoodies that I just showed you guys. The pin zip one was fire. The handcuff one was a little cool as well. They're expensive though. They're like $200 per hoodie. Yeesh. Why do you not touch grass? Hello, vampire. It's not that I don't want to go outside. It's just where I live, guys, it's kind of hard to describe it, but where I live is kind of a difficult place. I don't know. Maybe you can't really relate, but where I live, I live in a place where there's not a lot of like social places, if that makes sense. Like there's not really like arcades or bowling alleys or skating rinks or anything like that. It's mostly just like bars and clubs around here, and I'm not a drinker and I'm not a clubber. You know what I mean? So it's hard for me to relate to people here. So you're a Discord mod? No, bitch. What the fuck? You can just go out and serve face? No, bro. What the fuck? That would be so weird. No, but that's why I really like conventions. That's why I really like conventions. Because whenever there's conventions, I'll go to cons and bring my really nice fits. And then, I get so many compliments. Dude, I was at a big industry party at TwitchCon, and so many people walked up to me and they're like, "Hey, what do you do? Are you like a fashion model or something?" And I was like, "Bro, no, I'm a VTuber." And they're like, "What? What?" They're like, "What? Bro, you like what? You're a VTuber? You're like the best dressed VTuber I've ever seen," which is low-key a little like, what the fuck do they expect VTubers to all be ugly? Kind of low-key rude, but I mean, it's still a compliment. Modeling side job. I'm not tall enough for modeling. To be a model, you have to be like, to be a model, you have to be like you have to at least be 6 feet, and you have to be fucking, I mean, I'm already skinny, but you gotta be 6 feet tall to be a model. I'm not that tall. I'm not that tall. I'm only like 5'9" or something around there. 5'9", 5'10", maybe with heels or something. Also, modeling is kind of like really, really hard. I'm good. Magazine model? No, I modeling just does not sound fun. Fuck that. I'm good. That's crazy. Nah, I'd win. Yo, I seek vengeance. Thank you for the raid. Is that it? Not the nah, I'd win. Welcome in. I hope your stream is good. What are you guys up to? Horror games? Oh, hell yeah. What scary games are you guys playing? Chances are, if you played a scary game, I've already played it. I'm not gonna lie. If there's anything I'm confident about, is any scary game that you've played, I've probably played. We played Fears to Fathom and then Silent Hill. Played both of those. Yeah. Is it the new Silent Hill, the 3 remake, or F? I also played Fears to Fathom. There's a new Fears to Fathom coming out, isn't there? Actually, you know what? There is... Yeah, there's a new Fears to Fathom coming out soon, I think. Also, you know what else is releasing tomorrow? Which we need to play, by the way. Or wait, what is tomorrow? Never mind, tomorrow's Monday. It's my day off. Shit. There's a new Fears to Fathom coming out very soon. Also, you guys know that game... I hope your stream was amazing, by the way, Isaac. Welcome in, and thank you for the raid. You know what else is coming out soon is you know that horror game Quarantine Zone, The Last Check? I'm sure you've seen clips of the demo all over like TikTok and stuff. That game comes out in 14 hours. So, that's going to be a fun one. Isaac, if you're still here, you should play that on stream. I'm giving you a ball. If you don't already know. Maybe you already knew. Maybe he's a knower. If you had a free pass to do one thing without suffering the consequences, what would you do? I would steal a lot of money from like a billionaire. I would steal like a couple million from a billionaire. Because then he's not even losing much, and then I can help my mom retire and give my parents a nice little condo somewhere safe. I was not locked. Wait, what was the game? Sorry. It was do you also do you only live on Purple app, Isaac, or do you multi-stream? Quarantine. Hey, boss. It's called I'll just send a link to it here, to be honest. This is the game. It's really popular. Very popular game. Super popular. The demo is super popular, so the full game is going to be amazing. I don't think my internet could take multi. Oh no. Well that's the game. It's called Quarantine Zone, The Last Check. Super popular game right now on everything. So make TikTok clips, make clips of it and post it on TikTok. They will pop off. I promise. It's super popular. Well, it's popular everywhere, but TikTok loves horror games. This Gojo Snow Buddy is cute. Yeah, I just put a Gojo mask on him. Yo, Wimo. Hollow Purple. Cornball. I saw it. Looked really cool. There's a new Poppy Playtime. Oh yeah, I forgot. I got sidetracked. Yeah, we need to play the new Poppy Playtime when it comes out. Of course we will. Of course we will. What in the fuck is this song? But yeah, play that game. Trust me. Good content. Very good content. It's coming out tomorrow. Quarantine Zone Last Check. That's what it's called. Chat, remind me to play it on Wednesday when I'm back from my 2 days off. Maybe?
I am Snowjo.
True. Snowjo. Snowjaru. Snowjo. Snowtaru. Which game do we remind you of? SENZ'S respectfully never say Yowaimo again. Yowaimo, 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 Yowaimo. Yowaimo. Don't ever tell me what to do. How dare you? I'm off to eat. Okay, enjoy food. I hope the food is very yummy. Hello, Milo. Which game did you want us to remind you of? Oh, the quarantine one. I mean, I'll probably remember, but just in case I don't. Hello, M Puppy. Hello, Lucifer. I'm in Germany and the whole game is out. What the frick? Germany already has the game? Maybe I should switch to German servers. Hey, boss. Have you heard of the game Broken Lore Unfollow? Oh, Broken Lore is actually also really good. Broken Lore is also a really good series. That's exciting. The 16th, you said? Okay, we need to play that as well. Okay, so we need to play Quarantine Zone. You seem really nice. Thank you, Maxi. I can be nice sometimes. Sometimes I'm kind of a sassy bitch. I'm not gonna lie. But that's only to people who are mean to me, okay? I'm nice to anyone who's nice to me. I'm only sassy to the people who are mean to me, okay? Like the people who come in and like, cause like the thing is a problem a lot of streamers get, especially VTubers, bro, is like people talk to us like we're like I don't know how to put it, like a character in a gacha game or something. They're like, do a flip. Can you say ara ara? Can you say ooh? And I'm just like, how about instead I rip your head off and eat you? How about I freaking eat you alive? How about I vor you? How about I get Don't tell me what to do. Anyway, no, yeah, I'm pretty chill though. I'm all about giving what I get. So if you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. If you're mean to me, I hate you. Plushie, thank you for the rose. Yeah, you are mean. How am I mean, bro? You literally just asked me if I goon. Honestly, you should be exploded right now. I'm gonna explode you, bro. Chill unless provoked. Yeah. I mean, even when I'm provoked, it's all jokes. It's all just sass, okay? It's all just jokes. I don't think I've ever gone mad on stream. I don't think I've ever had a moment where I've genuinely gotten mad on stream. I feel like a good skill to have as a streamer is to just not take anything seriously. But there's nothing wrong with a little sass. Also, to be honest, the angrier a streamer acts, the more clippable it is. That's like those are like the moments that get clipped the most. You know what I mean? Like rage bait stuff or like crash outs. Crash outs are like the most clippable moments. Maybe I should just start acting mad. To be honest, I should just start crashing out at like everything for no reason. Someone looks at me the wrong way. Oh, what's wrong with you? I'm gonna kill you. That's it. Mods, ban this person. Find me his IP address so I can find his address. And then that gets clipped and reposted a million times. Yeah, that's a true secret to fame. Oh yeah. Sen's ready to throw hands. No. Do you have good acting skills to pretend to be mad? Yeah. I mean, I could yell. I can act angry. I feel like pretending to be mad is fairly easy, actually. I think one of the harder things to actually that's a good question. What is a difficult thing to convey as like an actor? What is the most difficult emotion? Well, if people can see your face, probably sadness. But if it's like a voice actor, maybe not. Cause like, Cause like I feel like as a voice actor, conveying sadness would be a lot easier. But okay, Kiwi, no worries. What would be a difficult thing to convey emotionally as a voice actor? Probably not anger, because you just yell. Sadness, you could do a lot of like whimpering and sniffling and stuff. But I don't know. Maybe like evil. Actually, you know what? That actually might be it. Maybe like one of the harder things to convey as a voice actor would be like an evil person without it sounding like corny, like sounding genuinely evil, like without it sounding kind of corny. That's probably really hard to pull off. Like the yandere type, evil, like the evil villain kind of thing. That's probably one of the harder things to pull off. Regret, maybe, yeah. Grief is probably hard. Yeah, maybe, yeah. How did you enjoy JJK Season 3? I actually haven't seen it. I'm sorry. I haven't. You know what it is? It's not my fault. Listen, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I'm not up to date on Jujutsu Kaisen because every time I encounter a JJK fan in the wild, they make me want to not watch it. So many JJK fans are so irritating, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So many JJK fans are just so hard to be around. Oh my god, bro. I loved JJK is a good anime, but the fans make it really hard for me to like want to watch it because I'll imagine I'll boot up an episode of JJK and then in the back of my head all I can think about while seeing Gojo is like the hundreds of people who come to my chat and like just act like I've literally had people come into my chat and role play like they're Gojo. I've had people come into my chat with the name Gojo something and role play like they're him. And it kills me. It's so bad. It's people are just really it's so hard for me to watch it without just imagine that. But no, it's good. It's good. And I do have to catch up to it. Yeah. I do have to I do have to catch up to it for sure. I gotta watch season. Honestly, I don't even think I've seen season 2. It's a good anime though. I need to finish it, or at least get to season 3. Are you friends with Isaac? No, I mean, no, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't like to be. I would. What kind of? I would love to make new friends. I mean, I'm always open to stuff like that. What was I saying? Oh, what animes would you recommend? I really like Mashal. I like Dr. Stone. I like JoJo's. I like Death Note. Stuff like that. Those are really solid ones. But I do need to catch up on JJK. JoJo's Peak, exactly. You know what? You know what I tell people about JoJo's? A lot of people, you know what a lot of people's problem is? If you're a JoJo's fan, you know what I'm talking about. Listen. I think I'm gonna start Death Note. What? How have you not seen Death Note? That's like introduction to anime. Okay, listen, here's the thing about JoJo is JoJo's is kind of like one of those show. It's kind of like The Office in the way that like the first season starts off kind of slow. I still liked it a lot, really, but trust me, just JoJo's. You have to let it cook. You have to let it cook. Once you get past the first season, and once you get past the first season is a tiny bit slow. I still liked it, to be honest. Let it marinate. True. Because the second season is amazing, and it just kind of goes up from there. But also, like, the newest season, I will say, wasn't my favorite. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate the newest season, but it also wasn't like... I don't think the newest season was my favorite. Stone Ocean was kind of like... That's what it was called, right? Stone Ocean. It was okay. The stream is recorded. Yes, absolutely. This is a pre-recorded stream. Yeah. You caught me. Dang it. You caught me. This stream is all pre-recorded. All the chatters are pre-recorded too. What's your favorite part? Ooh, that's kind of a tough one. I feel like each part had parts that made it peak. I feel like the one that everyone goes to is the one with Jotaro. I really like Joseph's part, though. I really enjoy Joseph's part. I enjoyed... what was the part with... I don't even remember the part names, to be honest. All JJVA parts. It was... Golden Wind was good. Oh, wait, Golden Wind was really nice. I really enjoyed... Man, I don't even know what would be my favorite one. I've heard... Oh, speaking of which, I don't know. That's honestly too hard for me to choose. It's really hard for me to choose. Hello, dog. I will say, I've heard, because I haven't read the manga, but I've heard the next part of JoJo, that is Steel Ball Run. I've heard that one is going to be amazing once it's anime. I've heard Steel Ball Run is amazing. Like, I've heard people are like, oh my god, bro, this might be like the best part, like animated. Because I haven't read the mangas, but everyone from all of my diehard JoJo's fan friends, they all say that Stone Ocean is just like meh, but Steel Ball is supposed to be really, 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 really good. It's supposedly the second highest rated manga. That's crazy. It is meh, OMG. Good night, Critical. Do you know Promised Neverland? I've heard of it. I have not watched it. Hello, Nia. Yeah, no, so that's what I've heard, is like apparently Steel Ball Run is like one of the best it's like one of the best JoJo's parts, and also like one of the best manga like seasons that people have seen. So I'm really excited to see that animated. I'm gonna be honest, I watched Stone Ocean and it was like okay. It was fine, but it wasn't like for a see, the thing is Stone Ocean on its own is like a decent anime, but for like a JoJo's, it was like like hello, Fayrion. It's like, it's all right. Sense, can I ask you something? Yes. But yeah, I'm excited for Steel Ball Run. Do you like shoujo animes? What is an example of a shoujo one? I'm sorry, I'm not like super. I don't know a ton about the anime scene. I've seen a decent amount, but like I'm not like knowledgeable in the terminology and stuff. Thanks for the rose, Dada. Meiche. Is that a shoujo? Have you watched One Piece? I have not seen One Piece. I'm honestly a little scared of One Piece. It's so long, man. I think the longest anime that I've watched is maybe Dragon Ball. I've seen a lot of Dragon Ball. I think the longest anime that I've watched is Dragon Ball. And I'm not even done with that because Daima just came out. Bungo Stray Dogs. I haven't seen that either. I've heard that's really good. But my friend watches One Piece and she's like on episode 800. Holy moly. Dude, please. It's so long. But yeah, I think the longest anime that I've watched is Dragon Ball. Although I didn't watch all of Dragon Ball. I didn't watch the first one, like Dragon Ball. I watched like Kai, Super, a bunch of the movies. I watched part of GT, but GT was a bit hard for me to get into. Everyone I've spoken to that has watched it has seen One Piece, only has seen One Piece. That's crazy. Have you watched Cowboy Bebop? I have, actually. Cowboy Bebop is great. No, yeah, Cowboy Bebop is fire. For sure. I'm still in season 1. Oh, word? I'm in love with Cowboy Bebop? Oh, hell yeah. Have you watched Naruto? I have not seen that one either. Is Naruto or One Piece longer? I feel like they're both so long, bro. Holy. Do you like Neon Genesis Evangelion? I do. I really like that. Chili, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Actually, wait. I need to show you. Wait. If you like Neon Genesis, I need to show you. Literally, my keyboard is based on it. I have a keyboard in front of me. It's a custom keyboard. It's like a super, super expensive custom keyboard. That is literally based on Neon Genesis Evangelion. Let me show you my keyboard, bruh. Do I have a picture of it? Hold on. I gotta take a picture of this for you guys. Okay, let me just send this to a random person or a friend. I have to like DM it to a friend on Discord so I can like okay. All right, here we go. Let's see. Right here. This one. It's a custom keyboard. Yeah, it's a custom keyboard. It has like little symbols on it. It's kind of dirty, bro. I gotta clean my desk. Damn. But yeah, that's it. It's a custom keyboard. I'm super into custom keyboards. By the way, super into custom keyboards. Super into custom keyboards. Cause like, listen, bro, imagine you're like playing games or typing and your keyboard sounds like this. So good, man. So good. ASMR. True. I have a custom keyboard and mouse and yeah. That's ASMR. It's basically ASMR, yeah. All right. We've yapped for a while now. Should we play a game or talk a bit more? Dude, I'm so excited for my next model, bro. Oh. Maybe let's play a game. Up until a month ago, I'd been streaming with the $12 Office keyboard. Holy shit. Bro, Isaac, you gotta get a custom keyboard. Trust. Do you have like a Razer one or something now? The store-bought ones make custom. Dude, trust me. All the store-bought keyboards are terrible compared to like custom keyboards. I will literally build it for you, dude. I'm actually building a couple custom keyboards for some VTubers. If you don't know how to build it, or Do you know My Hero Academia? Of course, of course. Yeah, if how much do custom keyboards usually cost? So that actually really depends. Custom keyboards can cost anywhere from like 200 to like 2,000. It depends on a bunch of things. Like it depends on like what kind of switches you want, what the size of the keyboard is. It depends on like what kind of sound. A friend got me a Shadow the Hedgehog high ground keyboard. Oh, okay, Shadow's Peak. I get it. High ground keyboards are okay. They're still not so. You can totally get a Shadow the Hedgehog themed custom keyboard, or even you could customize your current one if it's a hot swap. But you should look into it just because custom keyboards feel so nice to type on, dude. And also they sound so nice. Holy moly. Like genuinely, like here, let me show you. Let me let you like see what my next custom keyboard is built. I have a custom keyboard that I'm in the process of building. Let me show you. Hold on. You're gonna be like, whoa, what the frick? Let me show you. Actually, chat, this is gonna be cool for you too, because I don't think I've showed you guys this. Let's see. Here we go. Gravistar UFO. Okay. Let me show you guys. So my next keyboard build, I'm going for the ultimate like deep thocky kind of build. My next keyboard build, I'm going for the ultimate deep, like super deep sounding thocky build. And what I'm doing is actually something that like I don't think anyone has done yet. So there's these are the switches, so it's under the keycaps. Listen to how deep these are. Oh, those sound nice. Oh goodness. Hello, Adam. So these are really really deep switches, right? But here's the thing, right? The keycaps on top of the switches are plastic, but there are these new keycaps, guys, that are becoming popular in the keyboard scene. They're called ceramic keycaps. It's where the keycaps are made out of ceramic instead of plastic. And listen to this. Listen to this. Holy. So imagine these keycaps on these switches. Dude, it's going to be the ultimate thock experience. It is going to be the thockiest keyboard you can own right now. And it's costing me, I'm not going to lie to you, chat, it's costing me like $700 for the whole keyboard. It's expensive. It is expensive, but it's going to be so worth it. Holy shit. Like, listen to how deep these sounds with just like plastic keycaps. And then you put these bad boys on it. Holy moly. That's going to be so cool, man. Oh, man, it's going to be so cool. I'm so excited. I'm actually so excited. Good night, Tammy. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, y'all. Holy frick. I'd be typing just for that sound. You know what the coolest part about it is? Those are also magnetic switches. It's called Hall effect. So those are magnetic switches, which also makes it so they're more responsive for gaming as well. So not only is it going to sound and feel amazing, it's also going to be hyper responsive for gaming. Ooh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna unbox it on stream with you guys too. It's gonna be. I'm gonna do like a hand cam where I unbox it on stream. I'm so hyped. Okay. What was I? Okay, guys. Um. What was I doing? Sorry, I got really sidetracked. I'm so hyped for the keyboard. um. Where am I? Okay, I'm here. I'm chill. I'm chill. Okay. Have you seen Infinity Castle? Oh, you mean the movie? I have not seen it. I like zoned out. Holy shit, that was crazy. I actually just like lost where I was. I became unconscious for like a second. Damn. Have you heard of Black Butler? Of course. Have you seen Chainsaw Man? Oh, dude, I've seen the first season. Dude, I really want to see the new movie. I heard the new Chainsaw Man movie is so good. I heard it's actually so good. I've heard the new Chainsaw movie is freaking crazy, man. Like, actually. I need to see it. I need to see it. Fuck. That reminds me, bro. Shit. I read the manga and it's my favorite. Aw, dude, I need to catch up on Chainsaw Man. Dude, this is reminding me. I need to get back in. You know what's crazy? I haven't had time to watch anime because, like, whenever I start an anime, I like to binge it. And I haven't had time to start an anime because whenever I start an anime, I want to binge the hell out of it, right? And wait. And I just haven't had like the time, to be honest. My throat is starting to hurt, bro. I genuinely, I don't understand how voice actors do what they do. Because literally just me talking for a couple hours on stream cooks my voice. Actually, to be fair, we play a lot of horror games and I do a lot of screaming. I guess I scream a lot. Good night, Ghost. My throat's starting to hurt though. So I might end live soon. We might raid someone. I know we need to start raiding people more often. The screaming probably does it. Yeah, I really like your accent. Thank you. Do I have an accent? I guess I have an American accent. Yeah. Drink water. Yeah. I'll take some cough drops and drink some water. I might end live soonish. Some VOs/VAs have like tonic, lemon, ginger, and while recording if it takes too long. Have you watched Tokyo Ghoul? Oh yeah, I really like Tokyo Ghoul. I think the only thing is the last season of Tokyo Ghoul was a bit weird, no? Cause they ran out of manga, didn't they? Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, it got weird. Yeah. Hello, Kenzie. I agree season 2 was best. Yeah. I really liked Tokyo Ghoul. Hello, Mika. You know, it's funny. I think Tokyo Ghoul was my first ever anime. I think Tokyo Ghoul might have been my first ever anime. Also, you know what's crazy? Guys, wait. If you ever read manga, read Tokyo Ghoul manga because it's a lot better. Oh, man. You know what I really want to do? Because I've been to Japan once, but I never went to like a manga cafe. I want to go to Japan for like a month and just dedicate a whole week to going to a manga cafe, like a really aesthetic one, and just reading there or something. What year did you get into anime? I don't know, but I got into anime kind of like later. But yeah, I really want to go back to Japan. Have you seen Blue Lock? I haven't seen that one. That one's on my list. There's so many animes on my list, bro. Man, all this anime talk is making me want to get back into anime. I gotta watch more anime, gang. It's a problem. Before you get to such cafe, they'll pull you into the maid ones. Oh, you're talking about the people who like stand outside and try to... No, it's not that bad. Velcatron 5000. Whoa, Velky, thank you for the random raid that I didn't know was coming. Velky, what a surprise that you're raiding me. Wait, did you tell them? Wait, did you tell them? Did you tell them? Did you tell them or no? Of course he did. Oh man. Is this the taxi stream? Yeah. Wait, Velky, have you read any manga? We were talking about like mangas and stuff. We were talking about anime. What about Butler cafes? Dude, you know what cafe I want to go to? I want to go to the muscle cafe where like a buff lady just slaps the shit out of you. That's so funny. I didn't get to go to one while I was there. I wanted to go. Hello, Raven. I don't read much. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that checks out. Thank you for the gift, base. Chat can do that for free. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. There's like this muscle mommy cafe in Japan where you like go in and they smack the hell out of you. Imagine a buff Japanese woman just slapping the shit out of you. Hello, Purple. Okay, guys. I'm actually gonna end the live here, so we're gonna raid someone else. Who do I raid? Why the fuck put all the pressure on me? I'm gonna end the live here because my throat is actually starting to hurt, and I'm also gonna play Dead by Daylight with some blonde loser, some guy, some guy. I'm gonna play some Dead by Daylight with some guy that I'm probably gonna end up carrying in 2v8. Let's be honest. Who do I raid? I don't follow a lot of VTubers, bro. Damn. Maybe I should just raid a non-VTuber. Why don't we just raid a normal person? The way I say that, like VTubers aren't normal. Let's be honest. They were not. They're not normal. Yeah, we're not normal. Yo, Isaac though, it was super chill talking about anime with you, bro. If you ever want to play some horror games, hit me up. There's so many co-op ones out there that I like don't have friends to play with. No friends, none around here. No, zero friends around here. Nobody else in chat that I can think of. I'm gonna raid my friend who also plays Dead by Daylight usually. Of course, bro. Watch the CSM movie. I'll watch it, bro. I'll watch it. Trust. I'll watch it. All right, guys. There is a raid message. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Or no, wait. I might be. Maybe tomorrow. No promises. But it is usually my day off tomorrow, so probably not. But maybe we'll see what happens. Okay. Everyone have an amazing night. More scary games to come. Join the Discord. Follow if you haven't. Join the Discord. Join the Discord so you don't miss the stream. I have Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you use. Join it. Also, be excited for the new debut. We're going to have crazy stuff that no VTubers have. Because I'm because I'm kind of an idiot who spends a lot of money on things that I don't need. But you're gonna like it though. You're gonna like it. Okay.